Tenet 21. Life is equal in worth amongst all who possess it. From the simplest organisms to the most complex on the planet, one life is not more valuable than another. By organisms, I mean plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, and any other thing that humans define as alive. It is we, great and mighty humans, that place value on life in hierarchical fashion. That means that we say we are great and worth every effort at survival, and that other organisms are less deserving of this type of respect because we are human. This would not be so bad if people didn't use this idea to deliberately destroy life that is lesser than theirs. If you believe this way, then you are very negatively self-righteous, and that is subject to change. Humans think everything of themselves and less of the other lives that are on this planet, while giving those other lives some credit for making this planet as hospitable as it is. Oh yeah, we think we are just immaculate. As the universe aware of itself, it should pain you that you accidentally kill an insect in your house simply because you think it's an infestation. You may kill, but know that you are stamping out a life that is equal in value to your own, and that you love to exist as much as the next beetle, moth, spider, or cockroach. Your life is just as fragile as the life you take. Life is very coincidental and lucky for anything that possesses it, and you just took that away from another energetic existence just like your own. You should not feel satisfied by killing anything. Life is rare in this universe, and it really is nice to be alive. If it were not, you would already be dead. Realize this. You may find it easy to step on an ant or swat a fly or smack a spider, but how much more difficult is it to kill a tarantula? It is so alive to you and protective of itself. It is not helpless and apparently has other things to do. You may shoot pigeons on your stoop. There must be another way to keep them from dwelling there. There is always another way. Go ahead and exterminate. We still need to fight for space, but do so with great woe and remorse and reverence for the lives that you must take, and know that you are a taker of lives. You do so only as a victim of circumstance. Please use logic. People do not need to be exterminated. They need understanding. If termites could understand, they would move to where we put them. We have an enormous capacity for understanding each other, as you can see very clearly here. We can know better than to destroy ourselves. See? You know better right now. Maybe. I used to be that little boy with the magnifying glass sizzling spiders on the sidewalk. Now, I kill black widows in Arizona. I need to take them somewhere, and that is what I will do when I come to that realization. Again, do not glare at me. I am but a messenger. I try to respect the universe, but people take much of my time, so much that I have little time to drive out to the desert to drop off the tens of black widows that I can collect from around my house. So when I kill them now, I feel as though I have just taken away another awareness of this universe that had a little chance to exist in the middle of infinity. To prove a point, imagine a comet hitting the Earth again. Life freezes on the fragments that were once the Earth, only to settle on some other planet far away, or to be hurled into a star whose gravitational field it gets caught. Or maybe it settles in some star's gravitational field and flourishes again, and humans develop again to realize that they exist on half a planet. The point is that our lives are just as fragile and frail as the simplest of organisms. You step on one, and you may as well step on your brother. Life can flourish without us and cause us to die. We do a lot to build up the value of our own lives because, in fact, there exists no value in our lives that we do not assign to them. This is very difficult for many to understand and accept. The difficulty in understanding it is rooted in the very values that we use to mask the truth. The truth is that our lives are worth nothing to anyone but us. Us being all organisms on the planet. Life itself does not have worth. It just is. Just like paper has no worth until we assign worth to it in exchange for something else that we have arbitrarily assigned worth to. Money. We assign all of this worth in the midst of pointlessness. Let's just say we all stopped valuing life at all. Poof, we all die of starvation. Who is around to care? You hate that, don't you? Because you value your dear life so, above and beyond that of other beings on this planet. And you take it as an insult to be compared to other lives on this planet because you have built yourself up to be the human animal that you are. I am trying to tell you, before you go assigning value to all that you think is you, first realize that you are starting with no value. You exist on a planet with 7 billion other people and trillions upon trillions of other organisms. You get to be aware of your body, and that is on this planet, just like everyone and everything else. Just as your foot falls upon that ant, so a boulder smashes your body. You do not go on, and the ant just dies. I know. That is why we have Hinduism, so that we are all reincarnated as bugs, pigs, gods, and so forth. Whatever. They are correct to respect life in the ways that they do. We have thought for so long that we are the epitome of life on this planet and in the universe. This is not truth. We are life, and that is all. Every life that is exists just this once. When you believe this, you tend to avoid stepping on bugs so readily. They too are lucky to get this chance, this coincidental existence. This tenet points out that humans hold themselves in higher esteem than any other life form in the universe. They think that they are the greatest thing on the planet and in the universe, while in reality, our lives are equal in worth to any other life form in this universe. We do not deserve respect. We earn it from ourselves and from the other organisms on this planet. Obviously, there are differences in our abilities. We build spaceships, move mountains, and believe in false things that we continue to tell ourselves. Other organisms cannot manipulate energetic patterns in these ways, but they love to live nonetheless.